Welcome everybody to episode 251 of the effing title. I'm Big Husky.
I'm DeNutte.
And we're finally back, the two of us again. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two
I was on a
of
bachelor
us.
party. I was on a ultimate twisted tea and barbecue hangover
You were just getting after it, basically.
last week. So, you're good though.
Well,
Can't get twisted tea.
ooh, there we go. Wait, you say a keg of twisted tea?
Sure did.
That is
12 hours.
That is insane.
So,
I love it. So yeah, so we're here, we're back, we're doing things. We got new stuff to talk about, surprisingly, because I didn't know. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't know what we were gonna talk about today.
gamescom. I mean, we had this planned. I don't know what you're talking about.
We planned this for ages.
We were always going to talk about Gamescom.
Yeah. So Gamescom. Go ahead. Sorry, cut you off.
I would say is the best trailer reveal event of the year.
Okay.
I don't really know what Gamescom is as a entity, but like, I mean, other than like the Xbox showcases, because like, this always goes back to us being Xbox people, but like, the PlayStation showcases aren't really ever any special because they always have a big game, sure, but then there's like 3 small games.
When they always do, PlayStation always does the weird thing as well, where they'll announce a game. For instance, like I'm pretty sure that's where I could be wrong about this, but like they'll announce like Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah, which is just a multiple.
But it's on everything. But they announced it though, like that sort of thing. And it's very odd when they do that because they'll do that with like some of the big titles. And then it's one of those things where people are like, oh, look, we're getting this game, and Xbox isn't.
There was a Gamescom game like that it was like a PlayStation game, but it wasn't, it's for everything. There's one that for sure was just a PlayStation game, but I can't remember what the other one was, though. I didn't write it down.
I didn't write, I'm not going to lie, I didn't write down what systems mine were for, so...
There are a couple that were just PC, but then there's one that's just PlayStation, and then there's one that was PlayStation, and then... PC, but I can't remember what it was. Concord. No, it wasn't Concord, but Jesus, we can also talk about Concord.
Yeah, well, let's put like, I mean, shit. If this video gets enough views, we might have more views on this than Concord has players right now. Have you seen that?
Yeah, which I was looking at it straight. I'm like, that could be fun to play. It's out right now, and then there was less than 400 people playing. Oh, there's less than 100. Whoa, boy!
The last I saw, I think it said 63.
Crazy.
Like I mean, now that I say that out loud, I want to actually Concord, Steam. Now, mind you, this is just Concord Steam numbers, not PlayStation numbers. But still, it gives you a good idea. Players right now is 230.
Is it on their Game Pass?
That's a great question. I have no clue.
You know what? I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I played the shit out of Bleeding Edge, which was a very kind of a similar aspect of a game, but it was a 4v4.
It was
Game Pass PC. No one played it.
I played it.
Makutu. Yeah.
Makutu.
The commissioner of my football league, of my fantasy league, I met him playing Bleeding Edge. He's a good friend of mine.
That's awesome.
Literally, he's a good friend of mine, and I met him playing Bleeding Edge.
Love that. Yeah, Conquer just seems weird to me. Like, they put, apparently, like, 8 years and $150 million into it. Yeah, did you not know that? It's been an 8-year project, bro.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's been a project, and I'm sitting there and I'm seeing people being like, oh, well, it's so original. And then there's, like, a little demon-looking girl with a tail. She's fucking Sombra. Like, I watched the gameplay of someone playing her. It's fucking Sombra. The gun shoots like Sombra. She has a little translocator, just like Sombra. I'm pretty sure she throws virus things at people that, like, deals damage over time, just like Sombra. The character's fucking Sombra. Like, I'm sitting there and I'm just like... And I get that that's a tough... and this is one of those things I want to say real quick, because it's the same thing with Marvel Rivals. It's the same... No matter what, all these games are going to be compared to Overwatch.
No matter what.
Because Overwatch is the base for these games right now. It's just like
there was Marvel Rivals stuff at Gamescom,
Yeah.
and you know what? I think it looks pretty good.
yeah. I mean, like, and I don't know if we've fully talked about it, but like, I was gonna play Marvel
Talked
Rivals.
about it.
I was
Yeah.
going to, but then
you and I talked about it. Yeah,
so I
we
was
did,
going
yeah.
to play Marvel Rivals, but then I got the as a actual creator for Marvel Rivals, so I was going to play it. This is something people may not know. I was going to do it, but then I read the sheet there that you have to sign, and I said, "Fuck that." I was like, "I'm not signing that." And I asked questions. Well, no, because this thing, I asked questions. I sent back a response asking questions, and the questions that I asked were not answered. Therefore, I did not play the game. Then I got told, "Okay, just remove me from as a content creator because I don't want to. Like, I'm not going to play it if if my questions aren't answered." Oh, it's not that simple. The fuck do you mean it's not that simple? Just I left the Discord. Apparently, it's really simple. You just leave the Discord.
You're like, I don't care.
Yeah,
Bye.
I'll play it when it comes out in December. And that's the thing is like I'm gonna play it for like a week and then that's it, if that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, but this thing is like all these games are gonna be compared to Overwatch, just like Overwatch was compared to TF2.
And now, Deadlock.
Yeah.
TF2.
Yeah, so it's one of those things like no matter what, all these games are gonna be compared to it. It's just the thing of like, is it original? Concord isn't original. But
I also as someone whose like state capital is pronounced Concord, like I'm like that's not how you say it.
yeah, Concord. It's like that's
Concord.
No, it's Concord. But so Gamescom was this week. They do a bunch of trailers, they do a bunch of gameplay, they do a bunch of like improvement stuff, kind of like, hey, this is where we are with a lot of stuff. So me and DeNutte watched all of the trailers, all of them, every goddamn one. All of them. No, we watched all of them. Yes, we did.
Okay.
We watched all of them. Every single thing. All of it.
I can tell you I watched 34 trailers. And that wasn't all of them.
Yeah, I watched.
I told you. I was like, I have a thing of trailers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little bit.
Yeah, I watched a shit ton of them, and then there was some where it's like I would watch for a little bit, and I'm like, not for me, and just turn it off because it's like I'm.
Okay, sorry. I have 32, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 40 trailers.
Yeah, see, so
I watched.
We've watched the majority of trailers. So this is what we're gonna give you right now. We're gonna give you our honorable mentions for games.
Yeah.
We each have 3, surprisingly, which is kind of hilarious.
How we manage that again.
Yeah. And then we're gonna give you guys our top 3 games that we liked, and then we're going to just talk about everything. Because if we do it the other way around, we're eventually just gonna talk about our top 3 randomly. So. Honorable mentions. Do you want to just hit all 3 of them, or do you want to go one by one?
Go Snake.
Snake? Okay. I'm going to start then. Let me bring up my handy-dandy Steam page that I have here. So the first one I'm going to say, just because it's the first one here, is Eternal Strands.
I didn't even watch that trailer. What's that one?
Eternal Strands. Fight epic towering creatures while blending magical abilities with an arsenal of powerful weapons to keep the world from crumbling in this third-person action-adventure game. So it looks like a kind of... It felt a little bit Genshin-ish, a little bit... You play as Brim, a young adventurer. This is the debut fantasy action-adventure title from this people. They're a new independent company. Blah, 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 blah. Armed with powerful magical abilities with an arsenal of magical weapons, face enemies that range from humanoid constructs to towering beasts. Use the environment and temperature to your advantage.
Is it a third-person game?
Yes. I had to think about that for a moment. Right? Would it be? Third person's outside your body, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Dissociate.
So, the cool thing is, though, is like there's a bunch of things like heat spreads, cold chills, real-time destruction. So, like, you can, like, grab stuff and throw it at people. You can, like, literally set shit on fire, and it just sets stuff on fire. Like, ice actually, like, slows shit down. And, like, so, like, it looks really cool. It's very much, kind of looks like a little bit Shadows of the Colossus, a little bit of, like, kind of like Genshin, like that sort of thing.
The new Wukong.
No, this is more... not cartoony, but cartoony style.
Yeah, I know. What was that third person battle royale? Spirited.
No, I was just said Spirited Away.
It's like we all played it, and I actually really liked it. But
Spellbreak.
Spellbreak.
Yes, it's similar to that.
Okay.
With the visuals, a little bit more on the realistic side, though. Like take Spellbreak and then take Overwatch and go somewhere in the middle. But yeah, no, it
Totally
looks
watch.
it looked interesting. It's not a game I think I would actually play personally.
Yeah.
But it looks interesting. I would watch someone play it. Like if I had a homie streaming it, I would watch them play it. Like I said, it looks like the idea of you having different abilities and like when you set shit on fire, it just spreads. So like if you set a tree on fire, it just spreads. Like it seemed really cool. So that's my first
cool.
honorable mention.
Mine is, which we have talked about before. It's not a reveal trailer. Is the Indiana Jones game?
Oh, okay. I actually didn't. I didn't watch the update or anything new on that one. So.
It still looks good. It comes out this year.
It comes out.
I think December.
I was gonna say, is it December or is it within the next like month or two?
It's soon. It definitely
Here, I'll look. I got it.
Okay.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. It's a good title too. All right, that one just says 2024. That one says 2025. Oh, that's PlayStation 2025. December 9th. So it comes out December 9th, December 9th for us, and then it comes out in the spring of 25 on PlayStation.
I'll probably... Is it PC? I'll probably end up playing on PC, but...
Yeah.
Then... all right, my next one... I might get my bearings straight here. New Berlin 2087.
Yes, New Berlin 2087, totally.
It's it's the year even kind of falls in line, but it looks like Blade Runner 2077. It looks like a Blade Runner game where like I can't tell if you're like an AI robot, but you're like some sort of cop detective thing, and you got to rescue this girl who also doesn't look like a real person. And that looks like a PlayStation only game, but it does look very cool.
I'm seeing I'm on Steam right now, and it is on here. So,
oh, it is. Okay,
yeah.
so
I actually saw something about this.
Yeah.
It was on TikTok. There was a guy talking about I think it was Co-Carnage was talking about it on TikTok, and said that this is like the spiritual successor to another game that we've had.
Oh, I don't know, probably Detroit.
No, it's not even like one of those. It's like a completely different franchise because there's like a line that gets dropped by the female protagonist in it, and the line that she drops is like the exact same line as someone else from another game franchise, and apparently it's supposedly some of the same developers or something. So it's like the Co-Carnage was saying, like, if you liked those games, you're probably gonna like this because it feels like a labor of love, like connecting between them, like that sort of thing. I thought it was kind of interesting.
Interesting game. I don't know. I've not seen any. This first time I saw anything for it. Seems interesting. Very like dystopian, like almost cyberpunk, all that realm of futuristic,
Yeah, I mean, it seemed a unique third and first-person action role-playing, a deep cinematic detective thriller.
Yeah, so
I dig it. All right, so my number 2 is a Kimbot. That's gonna be my number 2 for honorable mentions.
Okay.
So a Kimbot. In the action-adventure platformer, a Kimbot blasts your way through arrays of robots, pilot spaceships, and forge your own path to save the universe from impending doom, set in a sci-fi world where only robots exist, travel the galaxy, and experience non-stop robot mayhem and explosive action. It's literally exactly what it says. It's just that it's like there's a side robot that's like this, like it's an old school platformer. You have the kind of like the straight man and then the comedic relief.
Yeah,
and that's what it is. Like there's your main character where it's just you're the dude, and then your comedic relief is like your little sidekick that just follows you. But it's like it's all robot looking. It's all like
it's fun.
Yeah, it looks fun. Like that's the big thing is like it looks fun. It looks and like I said, it looks like a throwback to old platformers, which is nice to see. It has like the art style is cool. It's very like they stick to it. It's not like it changes drastically. Like it genuinely looks like it can be a lot of fun. And then my final one, and this is gonna be a weird one for me because I don't think you're gonna be ready for this. Is Aloft.
Aloft.
Yes.
Okay.
Aloft. I don't know if you saw that one or not.
I don't know if I did either.
So Soar the Skies and Aloft, the co-op sandbox survival game set in a world of floating islands. Build any island into a skyship, your home in the cloud. Find lost knowledge, cure the fungal corruption, and brave the hurricane to restore the ecosystem. So literally, it's just like it's like any one of the typical sandbox survival games, but you're on an island, and like you build out the island, and then you're traveling in the island in the sky.
What's it called?
It's called Aloft.
All right, because there's another game that looks very similar to that.
There is, yes, there is, which is funny.
The way you're describing it, what is it? It's Floatopia?
Yes, that is, yeah, that is, yeah, no,
I was
literally.
like, you were talking about it, I was like, wait, didn't I see a trailer?
The only difference, I think, is that in this one, like, so in this one, there's like Floatopia seemed like it was just a sandbox game.
It just seemed like a
Minecraft, sort of like you just play it. This one...
No, what's it called? It's Animal Crossing. But
oh, there you go, yeah. This one, there's like, you have to actually like there's like a fungal like enemy that you have to like go island to island to destroy, and then like it cures the land, and then like you can like grab stuff, and like it seemed, like I said, it seemed cool. It seems like, and it's co-op, so that was the thing for me, is like it seemed like a fun game to play with your friends. That was the big thing for me. So, and like I said, I like the idea of build, like it's like you're building your base, but it's on a floating island.
Yeah.
And then you just travel to different islands. I was like, that seems really cool. Like,
yeah, big girl game.
Big girl game.
Sorry.
Big girl game. All right, that's my last honorable mention, though.
Stalker 2.
Okay.
Which, again, another game we have seen, but we got more for.
Yes, we did.
I'm really hoping there is some sort of co-op. I don't think there will be, but I'm typically not a horror kind of game guy kind of game. Horror game guy. Yeah. Well, it looks fun. It looks really cool. It looks definitely a labor of love, especially with everything going on where it's being made. And yeah.
I mean, and that's the thing is, like, I think we're both not massive horror fans for games. But that, like you said, it genuinely looks like they put a lot of effort into it, and it is a labor of love. But it looks good.
It looks good.
It looks good. Like as a person who, like, when I played Blair Witch, for instance.
Yeah.
There was a bird. No, not even that. I'm going to go past that. In the main part of the game, the very beginning of the game, when you're in the car, I didn't realize that you could move the camera. I moved the camera. That scared me. Like, genuinely scared me. Because I moved the fucking camera.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It was one of those things where, like, I that scares me. I'm intrigued about Stalker 2. So, like, I should tell you something.
So...
All right, so
now excited for Stalker 2.
So into our top 3. I'll have you kick off.
We'll go one for one on these.
Yeah, I'll let you start it off here.
Adamfall, another game we've seen stuff for.
That was the England.
We got
one, right?
first real. I didn't watch the full gameplay trailer.
Okay.
But I saw the new trailer for Gamescom. There's a gameplay, I think, showcase. I didn't watch that though yet.
That's the one
Adamfall,
that's like set in England, right?
Yeah, kind of alternate future, post-apocalypse.
Yeah, a nuclear disaster has left an area in Britain in tatters. Adamfall, a new survival action game, will see you explore, scavenge, craft, barter, and fight your way through beautifully recreated scenery in search of answers.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm seeing the new. Yeah, I'm seeing the Gamescom trailer. Already, I'll say this: this game looks more polished than the last one we saw.
Yes, it does, and it definitely looks more full. Gives me very big. What was the game? It was a Bethesda game that came out 2 or 3 years ago, where it was you relive the cycle over and over. It's on Game Pass, but I played it on Steam. Doesn't matter. But also looks like We Happy Few, which was a really fun game. It also looks like Fallout, which I guess at this point we're just comparing games to every other game. But I think it looks good. It definitely could be fun co-op, but I think it will be a very good, solid single player game.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of those ones like I will watch. It looks a lot of fun, and like it being set in Britain is kind of cool because it's a different.
You don't get a lot of set in Britain games.
Exactly, and when you do, it's very weird. Like that's you know. So yeah, no, I dig it.
A lot of oi cunts hitting someone in the head with a bottle.
Okay, so my number 3.
Saying racial slurs about Indians. I'm sorry.
My number 3. Is, dude, you're not gonna be ready for my 3.
Okay.
Oh, like my 1, 2, and 3, but my 3 is Mars Attacks.
I saw it. Yeah, like Roller Coaster Tycoon, but on Mars.
No, it's not even on Mars. It's the Mars Attacks movie. So did you ever see?
Oh, it's that Mars Attacks. Okay, which makes sense. That's you saw him at
So
the
it's
end. Okay.
so it's that universe, but you make an amusement park
Yeah.
based in that universe. So for anyone that doesn't know, Mars Attacks was a really bad movie that came out a long time ago. Well,
Campy.
yeah. That's when I say really bad, I don't actually mean it's bad. I mean it's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious. It was one of my favorite movies as a kid. Like I just thought it was hilarious. There's a part in it where they take
Peak 90s.
Oh god, who's the actor? They take one of the actors and they cut his head off. The aliens cut his head off and fucking staple
They put
it
on
onto
a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like another one, they like it's just such a weird freaking movie. It came out in
Really
1996.
dark though.
Yes, really dark. It was one of those before dark
Was
comedy
it
kind
96,
of
98?
96. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
yeah, so Mars Attracts is a park management sim set in the iconic universe of Mars Attacks. Build rides, hire staff, manage guest needs, and abduct aliens to serve as the star attractions.
That's fun.
Yeah, like I said, I just thought that was a hilarious twist on the whole thing. So that's my 3, though.
Okay. Actually, mine was no order, so but all right, another one. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2,
Okay.
which I've been meaning to go back and replay the first one because I never finished it.
I was gonna say, didn't we get a trailer for that during Summer Games Fest?
But now we got more stuff for it again.
Yeah. Because I was gonna say I think it was during like the Xbox Showcase / Summer Games Fest. You brought it up then as well, like that you wanted to go back and play the first part of it again.
I have it downloaded. I have it all ready to go, but I keep playing other games. There was a big event in Destiny this past couple weeks that I had to finish.
Ooh, okay.
So
I dig it.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, The Return of Henry. Our main character, Henry. And it just looks violent and it looks modern because like the old one really had like almost Oblivion graphics.
Oh.
Oblivion, Skyrim graphics, probably more Skyrim, but like
Yeah.
it's better. It looks like it true. I hate to say it, next gen, which will be nice because it really felt like 360 graphics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So my number 2 is Squirrel with a Gun.
Yeah, I didn't see the trailer. I knew there was one though.
Yeah, I
Had a look.
So squirrel meet gun. That's the first. Yeah. That's the first thing. I
remember seeing on like Reddit when they first like were putting stuff out about it. But
as the neighborhood's most obnoxious rodent, develop a knack and a love ? For crime and mayhem in a pursuit of golden acorns and this nutty sandbox shooter and puzzle platformer. Fight tooth, claw, and gun to escape a secret underground facility and defeat the agents. There's like a part where like it like does like a kung fu thing and knocks out an agent and then steals his gun and then just goes running around with the gun. I was like, I'm in. I'm in. Doesn't matter. And like,
I feel like that's another game we have talked about.
Oh yeah, it was like
so.
It was a one the way like they talked about it. We actually got like a nice little decent trailer showing more of it, which was. Well, nice.
It was one, I don't know if it's still one guy, but it was one guy for a long time.
That's wild.
And it was like a joke. Yeah, literally, it was like a joke he made online. Like, hey, what if we had this squirrel with a gun? And someone's like, you need to make this into a game. That's like it's literally how it started.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my number 2.
I guess my number 1 is a game again we have talked about, Dune Awakening, which we got
okay, yeah,
gameplay for and a breakdown of what the game will be. So still signed up for that playtest. Hopefully, I can get into that.
I signed up for it, and I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I got an email, or I think I got an email about from them at some point, but I don't remember what it was.
They're just more like I've gotten a couple, and it's just like, like the game's still happening.
Okay, I was just wondering because like,
yeah, it is, but it's not unless you got one. But typically they've just sent out a couple.
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest with you.
They had a booth at PAX East, but it wasn't really like a booth. It is a big booth, but literally you could take a picture with a couple people in costumes.
It's a big booth.
I was joking with a girl in costume, but she just like didn't get it.
Gotta love that.
She was like, "Oh," I'm like, "Oh, like you guys are showing gameplay? You guys doing anything you can play?" She's like, "No, but you can win like a knife from the movie." And then like at the desk, they had the popcorn bucket, and I was like, "Really? I just want that popcorn." She's like, Yeah, most people. That's why most people are here too. They just want the popcorn bucket. And I was like, all right, whatever.
That's funny. Yeah, no, that game looks great. It looks great. I would love to play it, but I
Yeah.
already know I'm gonna suck at it.
Why?
Because it looks like it's one of those things where I'm gonna have to like fully dive into it,
Yeah.
and I don't have that. I don't have
You
that.
know, you join like a guild. It should be. It won't be as unapproachable because I'm going to definitely be playing it. So you could join up in whatever I'm doing, and then so I'm definitely gonna play a lot of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's I genuinely think it looks good. I like the idea of it because it has so much potential for what you can do with it, especially in that universe, right?
And I know there's a real love-hate for Conan, so like people are like really not expecting much out of it, but like a lot of people are like Conan was like one of the best survival games, even though it didn't get like huge praise like Ark or Rust.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe we'll see a dick or two in it too. So
Ooh.
I guess one more honorable mention, which we're going to talk about maybe, was Space Marines 2, but
Oh yeah, no,
that
we're
comes
gonna talk
out
about that.
in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I guess it's I didn't feel like it was worth mentioning.
Yeah, no, we'll talk about that in a minute. Is that my final? Oh, was that your final one?
No, that was my final one.
That was
Yeah.
your okay. My final one is a game called Will Follow the Light.
Okay.
It is a dive into a realistic single-player first-person journey through the harsh northern latitudes as you sail endless waters searching for a way back to your loved ones. Will you follow the light? It just looks like a very... It looks like almost like a horror, but it isn't a horror. It's literally just like a single person like journey. Like there's no fighting, there's no nothing,
Okay.
It's no story. But it's like all the trailers. It's like you're on a boat and it's like fucking dark and it's just waters and it's
bitch.
and the boat is just going and like you're gonna fucking die. And then it's like now you're on the mountainside and you're like with the dogs. You're on the sled. You're like, and then it's like you're walking up a mountain and like it just visually looks stunning. It looks just it's one of those games that I thoroughly enjoy because there's obviously a story there, but it's more about the actual like playing it, seeing the environment, the journey of
Kind of
it.
like Firewatch and
it's like,
Still Home. It's very like
you get
narrative. It's not about like surviving or dying, which I guess this one it kind of is. But like at the end of the day, it's about the journey.
Because like the big thing is like for me with a lot of these games is like it's uncover a narrative that will captivate you until the very end. Crafted by a young studio named Tomorrowhead. Adventure story game that strives to push the boundaries of the genre. An escapist themed plot takes the inspiration from a game Firewatch, with the visuals and atmosphere are influenced by Alan Wake. How about that? How about that?
Tomorrow, it's never today, Ed, if you ask me. But,
It's never today.
sorry.
But yeah, no, it's just So right here, learn more about your own nature while exploring a variety of meaningful locations from the rugged Nordic shores to the icy and stormy Northern Sea. Like it genuinely just like it's one of those games where I feel like I'm gonna be able to play it, and it's just gonna be one of those things where there's no actually like audible narration to it, so I'm just gonna be able to just talk, and like depending on what's happening.
You might get a lot of inner dialogue stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, good. That is true. Like I said, it looks fantastic to me. So that's my one. But that's our top three anyway. But now we're just going to talk about Gamescom as a whole. And I thought Gamescom as a whole did a very good job, in my mind, of doing one thing. It showed newish games from indie, smaller developers while showing the polish of games we've already heard about.
Yeah, which is like most of my list.
Yeah. Really, which was funny because it really was. Yours was more the games that got polished. Mine was some of the games that just kind of randomly showed up. But like that, I think that's one of those things where I think that's a great job from them because they did mix. Yeah. They did it very well. There was a mix of both of them. There was also some games that just were really bad. But we're not gonna shit on games here. Other than
we're probably gonna shit on games.
Other than Concord, we already kind of did that. So
yeah, we opened up with that one.
We opened up with that one. You know, I genuinely thought they did a good job. There was some trailers where, like I said, I would start watching it, and then I'm not gonna lie, I would just turn it off because it just didn't meet my fancy. Like I'm just sitting there like that doesn't intrigue me, you know. Which I don't think is a terrible thing. Is it a great thing? No. There's also new trailers dropping, by the way. I just fucking opened up IGN.
Oh, really?
I just opened up IGN game trailers. This is where I saw most of mine anyway, by the way. And 34 minutes ago, The Next World Official reveal trailer just dropped. So yeah, so this could even be brand new games that we don't even know about.
All right, here's one dumb game coming out. Parkour. Did you see that one?
It sounds familiar. Hold up a second. I'm going to scroll until I find it.
Parkour Mirror's Edge game.
A dog parkour Mirror's Edge game. Is that what you just said to me?
Sure did.
Okay, I thought that's what you said, and I think I did see that, and I think that I agree with you. Yes, that is dumb.
The first trailer I watched was a game called Inzoi.
Dude, that's weird. That shit's just weird.
It was my one note, exceedingly Asian. Actually, the second note, Sims meets Second Life.
Yeah, no, it's very weird because it's like it very much is like it's an like people who love The Sims are gonna love that game, but it's like hyper realistic, which is very weird.
I don't like it. Yeah, we can move on from that one.
Yeah. I'm trying to get to the part where it's like the very beginning of Gamescom on here, but Dustborn. That release, that
just came out. Everyone's
shitting on the. Yeah. That's so I said about the 63 number earlier. That was for Dustborn, not for Concord. I mixed the two up. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, that one has even less people playing it.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
I did see a clip right before it came on, and it was like, you could choose to. You were talking to two cops, and you could choose to have a microaggression about something.
Yep, you can.
And it was like choose to freak out to like get your message across, to like manipulate them. And I was like, oh boy, he's not teaching the right things.
Let's just move on from that one before we say anything more, because I mean that's we will say that. Let's hit this real quick because this would be a nice one just to hit, a nice positive afterwards. Black Myth Wukong.
Yeah,
looks fucking fantastic.
It looks. I'm never gonna play it. It looks good. Agreed. It looks good though.
I'm never, and just everyone knows, I'm not gonna play because I'm an Xbox guy. Me and Big John talked about it recently.
Yeah,
it's not coming to Xbox.
No, PC though.
PC and PlayStation, so I could play it on my PC, but I don't really play anything on my PC, honestly. True. But like,
I just sent you an invite to
Deadlock.
Deadlock.
Oh, I might be playing Deadlock. But it's one of those things where that game looks fantastic. I would love to play it. I already know I would suck, and I would rage quit eventually because
I don't like them. To me, I like you get good. I'm like, but it's just not my thing. They're good. Like, I don't know. I put like 30 hours into Elden Ring, and it's fine. It's fun. It's very cool world. It's just I'm like, it's not. I don't like the grind. I don't like the grind. So I don't know.
I've now put things in. I think it's 3 categories. Is what I said. Is this looks like dog shit. This looks good. I'll watch someone else play it, and this looks good. I'll play it. Like, I'm not gonna be an asshole and be like, okay, good. No, I don't fucking care. Like, that to me looks like a good game. However, I don't want to play it because I know it's not my game. Like, it's not a game for me. So,
all right, here's another piece of shit game. Crisis X.
What was that, by the way?
It's a hunting game. You're a Native American, and you know what? I know we just talked about something, but it just feels racist. And I know we were just talking about another thing, but this game actually just feels racist, and it is a mobile game.
It's a mobile?
It's going to be on PC, Android store,
iOS,
and the Apple Store
and Xbox.
So it is a mobile game.
Yeah, I got the trailer up right now.
Yeah, you could see in the first 20 seconds it just feels racist.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. It just showed the main character, and it's just already. I'm like,
Yeah. So, I'm not usually one to say something like that, but boy, does it just feel racist. We have not treated the Native Americans well in this country.
No, we have not, and apparently we still aren't. I heard good things about Delta Force, Hawk Ops. I've heard good things about Mecha Break.
I'm signed up for Delta Force playtest, so that's still going on. I haven't gotten an invite yet.
I talked to Billy last week about Mecha Break, and that apparently is just every Gundam fan's fucking wet dream.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool.
So
very cool.
That's good for them. Like we said earlier, Marvel Rivals announced Captain America and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, very cool. The Captain America gameplay looked cool.
Yeah, the thing that I'm intrigued about is that because of course, like I said, I was going to be a part of the content creator team for him, and then I wasn't. It's funny seeing all the different things about the game because no one, and I genuinely mean this from what I've seen, no one plays Namor.
Really?
Yeah, everyone that I've seen, no one plays Namor. And it's hilarious because that was like the one character I wanted to play. I wanted to play Namor and I want to play Magneto. Everyone plays
I know
Magneto.
who he is, but I don't. What is he in?
He's a tank.
Okay.
He's a tank, and he has a spear that he throws, and then it looks like he has torp turrets because he puts down like octopus and they just fire.
What movie was Namor in?
The second Black Panther.
That's right. Okay. Because I knew he was in the movie and I couldn't remember what. Okay.
Yeah. I actually really liked the twist they did on the character for that movie.
I thought Namor was the best part of that movie.
I genuinely thought that was the best change from comic to movie we've had yet. Is that little just twist of it being that sort of that like almost like a Mayan ancient Aztec sort of civilization.
It worked very well.
It worked very well.
Yeah.
Ghost Simulator's getting remastered because, no one fucking cares.
What is it?
Ghost Simulator. The first one's getting remastered because...
Yeah. I'm hearing they're going to remaster Bully, speaking of remasters.
Said that that's something that does need to get remastered.
Which I 100%ed it on 360, so...
Dave the Diver is getting 3 crossover, extensions, DLCs.
Never even heard of it.
With Dave the Diver, the extensions.
Dave the
Diver is an interesting one. I did a reaction to it. It looks funny, but I haven't actually played it. I've seen other people playing it.
Yeah.
Savage World is getting a sequel called Revenge of the Savage World.
First one was good. I didn't finish it. It just didn't feel like it just was missing something.
Of course, Monster Hunter got another. I don't know if it's an update or if it's a new game.
It looked like DLC. I didn't watch the trailer.
I didn't either because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not a Monster Hunter fan because I like monsters. I want to help them. I want a game where it's a Monster Hunter game, but you help the monsters.
My buddy tried to get me to play Monster Hunter the other night, and I was like, it's like a 90 gig download. I was like, never mind.
Yeah, no.
So we played Ready or Not instead. It's a very different game. New DLC for Ready or Not came out, so
new DLC for Starfield.
Looks bad.
I love how it's like Starfield looks bad after years of being it's gonna be so good, and then it's one of those things where it's like, what's the No Man's Sky? No Man's Sky's still doing updates and still just getting better.
I don't know if I told you I finished Starfield 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
4 weeks ago.
Finished it now.
Finished it. Yeah, I finally finished it.
There we go.
So within the last month, I finished Starfield.
Yeah, DeNutte doesn't need to play it anymore. Done.
I don't. I deleted it.
Arguably, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna word it like this. Arguably, the game that I think could compete with Black Myth Wukong for Game of the Year.
Starfield?
No.
Okay.
No. Space Marines 2.
Yes, which I'm very excited for. It comes out September 3rd.
I'm excited. I want to play it.
Yeah.
However,
okay, I was waiting for that. But
the $70 is the thing that's holding me right now because I'm at a point right now where I can't do that. I can buy a $5 or $10 game every now and then that's on sale. I've been doing that recently, but a $70, I can't really do that right now. So I'm gonna get it eventually, but I'm not getting it right now, which kind of blows because I want it right now. Because I'm gonna get it right now. I've been watching.
And one of my friends who I play with, so we actually have a good group of 3. My friend and I are probably going to have to buy it for our other friend who doesn't have a job.
Well, and that's the thing is, it's difficult to get the boys to get free games or games on Game Pass.
Because you have a squad of 3 too, and that's you're gonna have to convince those 2 guys to get it.
Yeah, I'd have to convince them to get it. So it's it's either convincing them to get it, which they barely buy games as it is. So it's that
you guys just play free-to-play games.
Most of the time, free-to-play games or Game Pass games. And then if it isn't free-to-play, it's college football or Madden. Yeah. Which is a yearly thing. So it's it's one of those things where
NHL.
And then it's either somehow convince them to play it, to buy it and play it, or I got to come up with $210
Well, I'll let you know. I'll give you my honest opinion after it comes out, because I am gonna buy it.
I do see a trailer here on my page. I'm opening up and leaving it so we can talk about that one later. So I'm just letting you know that. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna say this right now, guys. I am missing games. If there's games here that I just don't want to talk about, I'm just not going to. Or I don't think DeNutte would even want to talk about. Borderlands 4 got announced.
Okay.
People are excited. The movie sucks.
Sure. That's right.
Apparently.
I mean, the game probably won't come out for another 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it probably should, just to separate itself from the movie. Did you know that the movie's going? Did you know the movie's already going to be put on digital?
Not which is sad.
Within a month of it being released, of the release date. Within a month, it's coming out on digital.
Twisters is already out on digital.
No, that's a good movie though. So
and Twisters did well.
Yeah.
I actually stopped watching it. I really hated it.
What, Twisters? You did? That's funny.
Yes, I hated it. So I stopped watching. I paid for it. I rented it, and I stopped watching it because I was like, I hate this.
I hate this. What was it about it, real quick, before we move on? What
Twisters?
Was it? No. What was it that made you stop it? Like, was it just the story?
Two Twisters.
Okay, so it was just the story. Got it.
You know, it's the thing about trauma is someone dealing with trauma, and then it just was like, I won't even call it the trauma thing. It just was like the main character. I couldn't
Connect with.
Could not connect with her. Couldn't have empathy for her either.
Yeah.
So
sometimes those movies as well, like especially like a movie like that, I feel like, and it's one of the ones I've said before with some of the like, I'm gonna say it like this because this is the only way I can for it to make sense. Same thing with Snyder movies. There's certain times when you can watch a Snyder movie and you'll fucking love it, and then there's other times when you watch it and you're just like, I just don't care, and you just turn it off.
Yeah,
because it's just where you're at. Like
the main character had a big problem with capitalism, which is like, sure, capitalism is evil.
Good.
But it was like this big weird thing.
Good.
And I don't know. It just was like.
However, come see our movie.
You needed she needed money to fund all her projects, but she thought like it was evil the way they were getting money. Anyways, and that's like finally I was like, ugh,
just like, not enough.
Bro, who's gonna pay for all this like bullshit tornado stuff you're gonna do if you're gonna like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Yeah. I stopped watching it. It could have pulled through in the end. Glenn Powell hot. Glenn Powell looks like he got work done on his face though.
He may have.
Yeah, he already looks like a mannequin.
Also, if I'm missing any DeNutte that you want to bring up,
I got my whole list here.
Right. There's a game called King of Meat, which is just the name of my ex-girlfriend.
Which is just you mean your boyfriend?
Both of them.
Just Fall Guys.
Yeah. It's amazing how many different games are Fall Guys now, but it's just they just keep changing the name.
It looks cool. Fall Guys. Starship Troopers is getting full release.
Yep.
So that's coming to consoles.
Hurdling.
Yes, saw that too. A weird fantasy. You heard fantasy bison.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad though. It looks intriguing.
Yeah.
It just looks different. That was the big thing that I got from it. Is it looks different. Little Nightmares 3.
That's right. I wanted that because I knew you'd played that.
Yep. I've played.
This one's co-op.
I've only played the first one. I will say that though. I've only played the first one. I think the second one might be co-op, and the second one is also a prequel. So this one, I don't know if this is a prequel to the prequel or if this is a sequel to one. But either way, it's Little Nightmares 3. It's gonna be good. Little Nightmares 1 was
co-op
good.
too.
Little Nightmares 2 was good. This one's good.
The other one's co-op?
I think 2 might have been co-op, but it might have been a co-op for only certain parts. I don't know though.
Interesting. So, so that one looks cool.
Yep. So Unknown 9 Awakening looked.
That one.
It looked weird because it looks like one of those games where it's like you've seen it before, you know what it is, but at the same time you don't know what it is, like that sort of thing.
You know a similar game, Arc Raiders. I don't know if you saw a trailer for that.
Arc Raiders.
Yeah, so they've gave it very, very little away in the trailer. It's a post-apocalyptic, looks almost like a survival game.
Okay.
But the trailer was like 45 seconds. It was very short.
You gotta love that.
Maybe a minute, but like when it comes down to it, once you get away with like title cards and stuff, maybe 45 seconds. So I don't really know what kind of game it is, but it's some post-apocalyptic. So,
I hate the fact that I'm seeing here that Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is there, because I just wish that they put more time and effort into Blood Hunt, and instead of making it only PlayStation and PC, they put it out on everything. Because I've genuinely enjoyed Blood Hunt, but
yep, I played that with you either.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to have played that with the boys, but nope. Naraka Blade Point, which I don't know if you've ever played that one.
Heard of it?
Fantastic game. It's getting a crossover with Tomb Raider, which just means there's gonna be a Tomb Raider skin in the game probably. So,
Okay.
but still, that's kind of cool. Overwatch released a hero trailer for Juno. Juno's cool.
Is that next season's character?
No, it's this season's. New season just started.
Yeah, like 5 days ago.
Yeah.
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 How's that?
So it's all right. It's all right. Me and Rob played it a couple days. We're re-ranking right now. I got yelled at a lot by random people. I told them that they got carried, even if they were winning or losing. Even if they were the best person on the team, I just said you got carried.
You know what? I've heard that's a big problem with Deadlock right now. Is people are already freaking out. You're like, dude, it's the alpha.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing as always with these games. It's like it's always someone else's fault, not theirs.
Well, it's the free-to-play games. It's like, dude, get a job.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Go get a job. I don't know.
get them.
There's a new Batman VR game.
Yeah, it's whatever. Like I saw it, I'm just like I'm over it. Like it.
I thought it looked pretty cool.
It's VR. Like so, it's like whenever something like that is so restrictive, it's
Yeah.
like saying like, oh, here's a game for your Kindle. Like cool. How dare you? Oh, okay. Yeah. See. So you'll be able to play it.
No, I can't. I have the old one. I can't play shit on that one anymore.
Okay.
Another Britain game. God Saves Birmingham,
God Saves
There.
Birmingham. Yes, I did see that one. Now that you say
which
that.
is like what did I write down for it? Third-person medieval peasant zombie survival.
Yes. It looked intriguing. Looks different.
Intriguing. Yeah.
You know.
Have you seen? There's like kind of like a medieval game right now. It's like you fight. You could fight with hands, or you could fight with weapons. A very small indie game, and it's like I don't know how to describe it. Did you ever play that like sprinting game where you like run and each
Mirror's
button
Edge.
controlled? No, it's like a sprinting game.
Oh, probably.
So it's almost like Octodad. Did you ever play Octodad?
No, but I know of Octodads.
So like each button controls a different limb. So you have control of your legs, with each leg's a button,
yeah.
and then each arm's a button, and it's like a fighter game, like that.
Oh, that's weird.
But I can't remember the name of it.
I just got done playing a game for YouTube that will be up. Oh no, it's already up. Sorry, actually, it's ending now. Where you play as two people. You play as little brother and big brother, and little brother is controlled moving little brother forward.
Oh, it's on Game Pass.
Yeah, so when you play as the little
two
brother,
brothers.
yes, two brothers. So the little brother is on the right side, the big brother's on the left side. So you hold the triggers to run, and then you hold the sticks are where you just control like where they move, and it gets so confusing after a little while.
Can you make them kiss?
You could. Splitgate 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
see that.
they're re-releasing Splitgate. There's now a story mode. There's now a story to it. It's not just like a bunch of bullshit. Like it's now a story to it. My buddy Xander, shout out Xander. He played it recently. Put up a video of it. I was watching it. I was like, looks good. Looks just like and again with a lot of these games. I just feel like it's a lot of polish. It looked like a polished version of Splitgate 1.
Which is good.
Yeah,
First one wasn't very polished.
Yeah, the first one wasn't polished. But
You
it
know
was
what?
good.
And they fumbled the bag, bro. They should have gone to Xbox.
There was a lot of things they should have done with that one. Let's see here. What else do we have here? I'm seeing a lot of bullshit. That's what I'm seeing. There's like
Masters of Albion, some RTS survival game based in Fable.
Oh yeah. Spine. Spine was one of the ones that I watched. I gotta bring it up now. Take a look at the gameplay trailer for Spine, a third-person, single-player melee gun combat game developed by Neki. Enter a cyberpunk world as Red Line to fight back. It looks like Cyberpunk, but then add Mirror's Edge to it. So like a lot of games I feel like these days are either extremely indie and thought provoking, or it's like, what if we take this game and we make them fuck, and then we get this game, Concord.
You step or lead a game, Resistance.
Did you see there's a Maui the shapeshifter?
Okay.
It actually doesn't look bad.
A game?
Yeah, it's an actual game.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
It's not Dwayne. It's not Dwayne. Like, it's actually like it's a kid. But the thing is, though, is it's 2D. It's hand drawn. So it's one of those things where it's like it's a very specific player base. But the trailer is in full 3, like fully animated, fully like art
So
style. But then like it's 2D and it looks okay. I might play it. I might not because of it being 2D in the way that it like it's very much like a Metroid look style game.
Just looking through my list.
How about Fast Penguins? It's literally Penguin Mario Kart, bro. Like,
Okay.
a lot of the games that I looked at were just so stupid like that. Like, it's like, what if we take Mario Kart but we make it Penguins?
Yeah, were you playing Diddy Kong Racing again?
I fucking wish. Oh, God, I love that game.
That game was good. The new Mafia game based in Italy.
New samurai game, but in this time now it's fighting zombies and shit.
New Mud Runner game, Roadcraft. I don't know.
Lost
That's,
Skies.
That's pretty much my list, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just scrolling up. Star Wars Outlaws got another trailer to continue to show us just how dog that looks.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, thank you. It does look like a piece of shit. Delta Force Hawk Ops, which we actually mentioned, never mind. Normal Room in Hell 2, another horror game.
Lost in Random: The Eternal Die. I heard the first Lost in Random game was good. I think this is a DLC. I don't think this is a sequel. I could be wrong about that. Also, there's a new Life is Strange. At least I think it's a new Life is Strange. I'm not 100% sure, but there's Life is Strange. I've been meaning to play those games because I've been told that I should.
Yeah, same. I played one of them, one of the spin-off ones.
I played a game that's similar, apparently, to it, which was called, I always mess up the name of it. It's the name of a freaking, like, NSYNC Backstreet Boys song.
Joey Fatone?
No, it's like the name of one of their songs.
Oh, I want it that
Tell
way.
me why. Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Yeah, tell me why.
Oh, yes.
That
Yes,
game was phenomenal. That game was phenomenal.
It's about, like a couple?
No, it's about, it's a brother and sis. No, it's a sister and sister, but the sister is transition or is a guy.
Are the sisters in love with each other?
No, they're not. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
But it's a good game. Very emotional, very cool. There's a lot of things in it.
Same universe. They're all, yeah.
Frag Punk got an extended trailer, which, so this is the thing. Concord looks like a piece of shit. Frag Punk looks fun.
Okay.
That game looks fun.
That's not
it's a hero
Shroud's
shooter,
game, right?
It's a hero shooter. No, that's not Shrouds. Shrouds is not that one. Frag Punk is another hero shooter, but instead it's all card based. So it's like you can activate a card and it's like big head, and the enemies all have big heads.
That did look cool. I remember
That
we
game
talked
looks
about
cool.
that.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah, that was an Xbox one. The big head thing was funny. That's yeah.
First Descendant Season 1 is happening. It's good to see that game survived enough to get a Season 1. And
the MOBA?
The First Descendant would... That's
like the Destiny clone.
It's the Destiny clone, yeah. That got us for a first season, though. First season's coming out. They're adding a new ultimate character to Poison Mama. She's getting an ultimate version. And then, like, a lot of the other games, like... Well, so here's one. Quidditch Champions. Here's my thing with Quidditch Champions.
Okay.
It's really fun. I was in a bunch of the beta tests for it.
I got into it and never played it.
I think I sent you it, actually. I think I may have sent you
yeah, probably did. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Here's the problem. It's $40.
That's not a lot.
It's not, but still.
You feel like it should be free to play?
I think it should be $3 or $20.
Was it Ubisoft?
Could be. If it is, it makes sense why it's $40.
Yeah.
Then there's a bunch like Corey, the Stone Madness, One-Eyed Lico, Lico. Did you see that one?
Nope.
That one looks like one that you might actually fuck with. Post Trauma, Swap Meet, Dimensionals, There's a ton. Like there was so many games that just got announced, and a lot of them are indie based. A lot of them look really good. It's going to take us forever to go through all of them. So unfortunately, we're not going to. Somehow, Skull and Bones is still alive.
You know, it's funny you say that. The bottom left of my Discord, it says there's a Skull and Bones quest available.
Oh yeah, I turned that shit off. Yeah.
Which I'm like, is the quest to play the game? Is that like just purely the quest?
Rainbow Six Siege introduced a new operator.
Yeah, I was joking about that with my coworker who it's the only game he plays. The only game.
What did he say?
I was telling, he's like, oh, I haven't heard about that yet. And then Friday on break, he was like, ha! He is in a wheelchair.
It's weird. They're in the characters in the wheelchair, but then they control two bots, like two robots.
Oh, it's two bots?
Yeah, it's like two robots that they control. So I'm assuming
Okay.
it controls one, but then you have to switch to the other one. I don't know. If you walk up behind the dude in a wheelchair controlling two robots, just pop in the back of the head.
Yeah, he's not. I don't know. So
I don't know how that's gonna work.
Well, I don't think he's gonna be in it, right?
That's the thing. I don't know. Like genuinely.
Yeah. You gotta put wheelchair ramps everywhere. You gotta make the levels accessible. Yeah. A lot of those levels aren't ADA compliant. So.
Hold up a second. Wait a minute. There's. I mean, this is a 6-minute trailer. I'm not watching 6 minutes, but I will skip through it. But yeah. So there was a lot. Like I said, a lot of trailers got released today. Or this week, I should say, and a lot of them look really good. I'm really excited to see how some of these games are. However, now this is the thing I was saving for the end. There's not just game trailers that got released this week, though.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about this.
Yes, there was some movie, TV show, and other thing trailers got released. So there's only 3 that I really want to talk about.
Okay, I saw one.
Okay, so the first one I'm going to bring up is Y2K. Did you see that?
No.
High school party, kids getting drunk. It's 2000. Woo, 2000! Y2K! A little machine drives into the room, like a little car, and it has like a pencil on it that's like pulled back by a spring, and then it shoots it into some kid's head. And then like the speaker system just starts spitting out the discs at high velocity, and it's like killing kids at the party. And like that's the whole party, is like the world is ending because the robots have taken over, but the robots have like made themselves into like.
This is a movie?
It's a movie. It has Rachel Ziegler in it. It has
directed by Kyle Mooney.
Dude,
SNL.
Dude, it looks hilarious. Like on the last night of 1999, 2 high school juniors crash a New Year's Eve
Rachel
party.
Ziegler.
Yep.
That's what.
Only to find themselves fighting for their lives in a dial-up disaster comedy. It looks hilarious. And then it has the big guy from
Deadpool.
Yeah, from Deadpool. The big kid from Deadpool in it. It looks
It's
hilarious.
legit. Yeah. Okay.
I'll give that a go. The other one was Lord of the Rings: The War of the Rohirrim.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, that was
looks
cool.
awesome. I hope to see it in theaters. I hope that.
Is it a movie?
Yeah.
Oh,
Full-fledged movie. I do believe Peter Jackson was involved in it too.
Very cool.
So it's fully animated. I did a reaction trailer to it. The director is Kenji Kamiyama. It says legendary director, so I'm not sure what else he's done, but I'm gonna find out
some
right
anime
now.
director?
Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, okay, cool.
Eden of the East.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a Japanese anime director. Yeah, literally anything Ghost in the Shell animated, he's done.
Oh, very cool.
So he's doing that.
So dialogue will be great.
Set 183 years before the events in the original films.
Okay.
Yep, and the cool thing is that there's an narrator, and the narrator is Eowyn. It's the actual actress for Eowyn. She's doing the narration of it.
Liv Tyler?
No,
Oh,
Miranda
she's the
Otto.
blonde one. Yeah.
It's funny you said that because that's exactly what my dad said too. Dad said the exact same thing. Liv Tyler? I was like, no. And then the final one, and this is the big one. This is the one I've been waiting to talk about. I've saved this one. Is Secret Level.
Yeah. Big PlayStation content that they didn't even put out at PlayStation. I just want to throw that one out there. Drop the ball, PlayStation.
Looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Now what I will say is this: is that it's going to be interesting because It's a 12-episode series on Amazon, right? Amazon? Amazon. 12-episode series on Amazon. Each episode is a different video game. So very cool in that aspect. However, though, it's going to be interesting to see which episodes do well. Because, for instance, funnily enough, one of the games we've shit on a lot today that's spent 8 years in development and $150 million
Got an episode.
has an episode. Concord has an episode. Pac-Man has an episode.
Yeah, and I don't think I saw that in the trailer. Maybe
at the very end, after they show all the stuff, it just does a waka 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 thing.
Okay. Mega Man, it showed.
Mega Man, Unreal Tournament, Armored Core. Armored Core episode's gonna go hard.
Yes.
That's
well, it's Keanu.
Oh, really? Shit.
He's the main character in that one.
Did not realize that.
Warhammer.
So that's the big one, in my opinion, is Warhammer.
Yeah.
Because, especially with it being on Amazon, because I don't know if Henry was involved in that.
I don't think he was, but I think this might be the first mainstream Warhammer thing that has been put out.
For
that's not video game related or fan made.
That's what I was thinking. Was that I think it might be.
Yeah, I don't know if they've ever made any animated films, any
media.
Because a lot of the Warhammer stuff's all like fan made or video game related.
Yes, and then also, let's be honest here, a lot of the video game stuff hasn't been that great.
I like Vermintide and Darktide. So
spin-offs and other media, novels, video games, board games, role-playing games, television. On that, it was introduced that this was going to happen. In September of 2002, they released an animated series, Hammer and Bolt, on the Warhammer Plus streaming service.
Okay, 2002.
No, sorry, 2022. My mistake.
2022.
But still, on the Warhammer Plus streaming service, that was more my what the fuck was for that. It's an animated series. 15 episodes were broadcast. And each episode is a completely random different thing. Critics have generally responded favorably to the series due to the quality of the animation, the dialogue, and its faithfulness to the source material.
I was wrong, I guess. But
well, still, I mean, let's be honest.
Not readily available.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like it says Warhammer Plus. I didn't even know that was a thing. So.
Oh, very interesting animation.
But then in December of 2022 as well, though, Amazon acquired the rights to it, and then they announced they're working with Henry Cavill to start working on stuff. In 2010, Ultramarines, a Warhammer 40K movie, was released directly to DVD.
Yeah.
So, in the broad spectrum of things, yes, this is the first true bang.
Yeah,
like this is the first readily accessible. There,
yeah.
This is the first readily accessible thing, which is awesome.
Let's see. Can you even?
Holy shit! I'm looking at dude. This is insane. Actually, I'm looking at the voice actors for the Ultramarines movie? Damn. I don't know if you would know them by me just saying their names. If you saw the pictures though with this, then you would understand. Then you'd see each one of them, and you would get it. But Terrence Stamp, John Hurt, Sean Pertwee, Donald Stumpter. If you saw who they the actual pictures of them, yeah. I'm gonna send you this so you can see that cast by itself is ridiculous.
I was just saying if you could stream Hammer and Bolter anywhere. They have it on Daily Motion, but they don't have a real streaming.
I was gonna say, is there any way I can bullshit find it on YouTube?
Yeah, that's essentially what you're gonna.
Because I'll check it out. Hammer and Bolter remastered, found it.
Terrence Stamp, yep, I know who that is.
I was gonna say, just looking at
John Hurt, know who that is. I know who that is.
So I think I found. Oh, it's Breakdown.
Steve Washington, he played a Spartan in one of the Halo things.
Maybe these are all the episodes then. I know, I'm finding a lot of stuff. We may be able to find this. So,
By the way, it's this is like I think a first mainstream Warhammer. I would
Yes,
say.
that's so that to get back to it, yes, that the first mainstream Warhammer. Dungeons and Dragons is getting one, and in the trailer was Tiamat, so that's fucking dope. Because Tiamat's like the dragon that has each head is a different like element.
Very cool.
Outer Worlds, Crossfire Exodus, Sifu.
Sifu, God of War.
God of War. The God of War one was interesting because the God of War one is not an episode by itself, and this is the interesting thing. So
It's like the PlayStation episode.
PlayStation will have a full episode just for PlayStation, which will feature a number of PlayStation games and characters.
But also that's not Concord episode.
Yeah.
Concord will still have its own episode.
Why? Like it showed it, like that was the thing is like it showed God of War, like it showed Kratos and he was in like the middle of New York. I'm sitting there looking at it like that would be kind of cool to see. Like, but why is he there? But now that I know that's what it is, I like what. No, Warhammer.
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean,
we got some time.
But that was, I think that was one of the big announcements for me personally. I think that was one of the big
super
ones.
level.
I'm very excited for the Warhammer episode more than anything else. That was Gamescom. Gamescom was, like I said, it was a good showing of new indie games and then the polish of other games. Because one of the games we didn't even talk about, Assassin's Creed Shadows, looks a lot better than it did in June.
Oh, we didn't even mention New World episode.
Oh, is there a New World episode?
Amazon Studios.
Is there? I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, New World. Honor of Kings, don't know what that is. Exodus, don't know. Crossfire, which is interesting that's getting something in there because no one plays Crossfire.
I wonder how long they've had these episodes waiting for.
They've had to because like Crossfire came out like a year ago and they were really pushing it hard. I played the closed beta or closed alpha. I played one of them and it wasn't
bad.
Trash.
I didn't think it was bad, but then also at the same point, I suck at those games.
I played the alpha, and the alpha was really bad.
Yeah, I mean, I played the beta. I played one of them, but it was like I played it, and I was just fucking around. Like I suck anyway. I'm just gonna use a sniper this game. I went like 2 and 10. I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, yeah. So, like I said, for me personally,
the top comment on this thing, they're like, oh, no FromSoft titles, bummer. They're like, Armored Core is a FromSoft title, and they're like, what's Armored Core? So
for me, Gamescom was kind of cool. Like I said, they're still going on today, apparently, so we may even get some surprise thing, which if they do, don't yell at us. Or
yell at us, okay, fuck off.
Exactly. New indie games look good. Other games are getting polished. Bad games still look bad. There we go. That's my breakdown of Gamescom. So
solid.
Yeah.
I respect it. Yeah. All
right. Any last things?
Go play Space Marines when it comes out.
There you go. Go play Space Marines. As always, been where you are. More than have to even nice. Stay safe. We talk to y'all later. Bye.